Okay, so here we have a PSE bow, and we've selected a medium-sized sight saver. The first thing you're going to want to do is, again, identify the mounting location of the sight saver. So here we're going to use the integrated quiver mount, and this bow has a triangular feature. And what you'll notice is the mounting nut will slip in to that triangular feature and captivate the nut. All right, the next step is that we're going to want to disconnect the QD from the post, and you simply will just unscrew it, set the post aside, remove the pivot feature, set that aside. And what we're going to do is we're going to determine the right length mounting bolt to use. The kit comes with two lengths, and we'll start off with the short one first. You will need to install a lock washer onto the bolt, and then you can drop the bolt assembly into the QD as like so. Okay, next you're going to need a 3/16 Allen key to hold the bolt in the QD like so. And you're going to want to install this the same side that the sight saver is on, which is going to be the side of your arrow rest. You're going to come in here, you're going to drop that in, and then you want to verify that you have enough threads to engage the nut. Now that nut sat within the triangular feature. This bolt face is flush with this, so it's going to work. So we can go forward with using the short bolt. Next step is we need to pull the QD out. You're going to go back to your mounting nut. You're going to drop it back into the triangular feature. And I'm going to hold this with my thumb to keep it from coming out. You're going to come in on this side, and you're basically going to thread that mounting nut like so. And you're just going to get it where it's still loose, like that. So with the QD a little bit loose on there, now we're going to adjust the orientation where you want the sight saver to stow. This customer wants to have the post going vertical. So what you want to do is you'll see the flat on the QD. We're going to rotate that up just like that. You're going to come in here and you're going to tighten the bolt just like that. Now your QD is mounted. Okay, now that the QD is mounted, we'll assemble the rest of the sight saver. Next step is you're going to take your pivot feature, you're going to engage it into the bore of the QD. Then you're going to take your sight saver post and you're going to want to ensure that the washers are in, you've got the plastic washer and the steel washer and the orientation is shown. And then you simply thread it into the pivot feature. And all you need to do is do hand tight and the sight saver is installed. All right, so here we have a Hoyt Hyperforce, and this one has a feature on the riser where your sight saver is going to mount. So we're going to go through the process of how to deal with that. On the QD, you have this mounting surface that has to fit flush to the mounting surface on the bow. And if I install this bolt and drop it in here, you'll see that the QD does not mount flush. So within your mounting kit, you'll find this 3/16 spacer. You'll install that, and you'll see that now you have a flush mounting surface for your sight saver. All right, here we have a mission bow. This bow does not have a dedicated integrated quiver mount, so we are going to use some of the tooling holes. And so over here in the riser, you can see some of the tooling holes. The smaller one fits our mounting bolt perfect, so we're going to use that. So here we have our QD with the mounting bolt, and we're going to drop that in and use this location. All right, so the next step is to secure the sight saver to the bow. For that, we're going to use a 3/16 Allen key. You'll lock that into the bolt. We're going to lay the bow down flat, and we're going to support the weight with the key, hold everything in place. This bow has a nice flat surface on the riser, so we're going to use the flat washer, lock washer, and a hex nut. So on the hex nut, you're going to want to use a 7/16 wrench. And initially, you're just going to get this somewhat tight, which will allow you to then orient the sight saver in the correct position you want for storage. When you get it there, then you'll finish tightening this down to finish the install.